When should you use absolute, gauge, or differential pressure sensors? Imagine trying to measure the pressure inside a sealed container or across a filter. Knowing which type of pressure sensor to use can make a big difference in your project. Let's explore how each sensor works and when to pick them for your electronics and embedded systems. Pressure sensors work by measuring the force exerted by a fluid, either a gas or liquid, over a specific area. The key is understanding what each sensor references when taking a measurement. Absolute pressure sensors measure pressure relative to a perfect vacuum, meaning they always give a reading that includes atmospheric pressure. They are unaffected by weather or altitude changes, making them perfect for applications like weather stations or altitude measurements. For example, if you're building a weather station, an absolute sensor will give you consistent readings regardless of changing air pressure outside. Gauge pressure sensors, on the other hand, measure pressure relative to the local atmospheric pressure. When the sensor port is open to the air, it reads 0. These sensors are influenced by weather changes and altitude because they depend on the surrounding air pressure. They are ideal for measuring things like tire pressure or blood pressure, where the pressure difference between the inside and outside matters most. For instance, a tire pressure sensor tells you how much the pressure inside the tire exceeds the air outside, which is essential for safety. Differential pressure sensors compare the pressure between 2 points in a system. They do not reference atmospheric pressure but instead measure the difference between 2 process pressures. These sensors are used when the pressure difference itself is important, such as in flow measurement across an orifice or monitoring filters in an HVAC system. For example, if an air filter gets clogged, a differential pressure sensor can detect the pressure drop across it, signaling that it needs replacing. Choosing the right sensor depends on your specific needs. Use absolute pressure sensors when environmental changes should not affect your readings, like in sealed systems or altitude measurements. Opt for gauge sensors when your measurement depends on the surrounding environment, such as in open tanks or blood pressure monitors. Use differential sensors when the focus is on the pressure difference between 2 points, like in flow or filter monitoring. Understanding these differences helps you pick the right sensor for your project. Absolute sensors give you stable, environment-independent readings. Gauge sensors are perfect for relative measurements affected by weather or altitude. Differential sensors provide the pressure difference needed for flow and leak detection. Selecting the right type ensures your system measures pressure accurately and reliably, making your electronics and embedded systems work smoothly.